Jamin 1000, nanya kagak. Jalo, kalau nggak jalo jain dah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We all know that Jakarta is the capital city of Indonesia, the largest city, the center of government and industry in Indonesia today. But do all we know what kind of culture and even the original art from Jakarta? Well, I'm Anjani Vidyasti from Dinamika Pembangunan to Vocational High School Jakarta. On this great opportunity, I will introduce the art that has become the culture and identity of Jakarta. It's Lenong. Lenong is one of Betawi people's theaters, or the indigenous people of Jakarta, one of most well-known by the Indonesian people. Lenong is popular because it used to decorate Indonesian screens. However, as times to continue to change, the preservation of Lenong is not easy and must be achieved with great difficulty. Lenong is a traditional Betawi theater as a combination of gambang kromong and bodoran or jokes. Therefore, Lenong is also said to be the theater of gambang kromong. The Lenong play is delivered in the Betawi dialect and usually without using a script or story plot. Lenong performances generally contain moral message. Thus, there is always the role of a person with a chivalrous spirit to defend the underprivileged people. The players who are not limited in a number only use ordinary clothes but reflect to actual situation. Music and comedy are an inseparable part of Lenong Betawi. The entire performance is accompanied by the strains of gambang kromong, a set of musical instruments blending Chinese and Betawi cultures, including the xylophone, tehian, kong anyan, supong, ningnong, kemong, kromong, and kecerek kendang. Likewise, the songs performed in Lenong generally consist of Chinese and Betawi songs. Si Patmo, Bobin Cutai, Samyilok, Citnosa, and Tingtit are some examples of Chinese songs. Balo-balo, Centre Manis, Kemat Krem, and Tanjung Burung are some examples of Betawi songs. A brief history of Lenong art mas Betawi art are related to Chinese art. In fact, the origin of the term Lenong is said to come from the name of Chinese merchant. His name is Lenong, a person who, according to folklore, used to hold a theater to entertain the public, including entertaining himself and his family. In its history, Lenong cannot be spared from the existence of gambang kromong, which has been known since the 20s. Meanwhile, Lenong Betawi art began to develop since at least the early 20th century. Initially staged when there is a crowd of gathering in the traditional market, the changing time have also colored the ups and downs of Lenong existence. Although not easy, this Betawi theater continues to adapt to the time. In the 60s, by still relying on duration of all-night show and simple concept of dramaturgy, Lenong slowly began to disappear. In the 70s, several senior of Taman Ismail Marzuki, such as Sumantri Sastro Subundo, Duduk Jaya Kusuma, and Ardan, and Ali Shahab were determined to bring this art to a better place. A revitalization of Lenong was carried out which essentially gave Lenong the opportunity to perform as much as possible. For several years, Lenong was well known in Taman Ismail Marzuki as well as the other venues. Some of Lenong children became famous such as Bokir, Nasir, Anen, Nirin, M. Toha, Miss Siti, and Nasrin. Along with that, they received many advertisements over the appearances on TVRI, also playing on big screen movies. So, how can this culture be preserved? It's not only my duty to introduce this culture or yours just by listening to my presentation right now. It's our duties together starting with identifying as the arts, introducing it to the public like what I just did, then staging as a work, as we did in my school by establishing Palang Pintu extracurricular arts. Why does this culture have to be sustainable? Because this isn't just an identity, but it's also priceless national wealth, and of course, it can be passed on to the next generation. Thank you for listening. I'm Anjani Vidyasti, sign off. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.